honestly speaking, I think they win the Super Bowl. That's an opinion.
That's
like,
fair.
Man,
honestly,
don't sleep on Nick Chubb.
but like I said, see how that Andy Reid, that
Chubb
one
nice.
thing,
Yeah, Chubb's solid.
and what happened? He started emerging during the end of the season.
He killed us.
He started killing at the end of the season.
Oh,
So,
my
like I
God.
said, now you got that 1-2
Pissed me
punch
off.
with 2 running backs, and then after 8 games, he has time to get warmed up if they're in a playoff run. Now it's like, now you take out that third receiver and you got 2 backs. I don't think that nickel backs want to tackle Kareem Hunt coming out the backfield full fledged. That's the, you know what I mean? Now you have to adjust to them. Now you're playing their game.
On paper, Cleveland looks deadly. They still like, if you ask me who's the favorite right now, can you honestly rank Cleveland above Pittsburgh or Baltimore at this point just based on the offseason additions?
Yes.
Because Pittsburgh is one of those teams again. Like, they've been there, they've done that. Ed, to your sentiment, when it comes to receivers, by the way, they traded Antonio Brown. I want to touch on that. They traded Antonio Brown to the Raiders. But Pittsburgh literally goes and just gets receivers in the fucking later rounds. Second, third, fourth, fifth.
And
Antonio Brown's a fucking 6th-round pick turned into the most productive receiver in the NFL.
Number 1.
Fucking future Hall of Famer.
Crazy.
This is what Pittsburgh does.
Yeah.
They're not worried about that shit.
But to point on that, their locker room is messed up. I don't think Antonio Brown was just the only piece of that problem in that locker room.
The other one gone too.
Yeah, but even when the trade happened, it was a trade happened. The guy went right to the Instagram like, "Thank God I'm away from that team." I gotta look it up, but it is really just like, it's like, wow, is it that bad in Pittsburgh in that locker room?
I don't think so, man. Pittsburgh's just one of those teams that just got it together. Like,
You think so though?
When the last time they been bad?
right?
Honestly,
like, you know what's crazy? Like,
Well,
this,
yeah.
like a bad
they
season.
missed the playoff this year.
A
so-
bad
Were they
season.
bad?
A bad season for
They
Pittsburgh
weren't.
is a
They
season
were
like they had
okay.
last year. Which
They
is
were okay.
9-6-1. That's a bad season for
That's
Pittsburgh.
a bad season for
You know
Pitt.
what? That's a great season for Cleveland.
Absolutely.
That's the difference. That's the difference right there in the
touche,
franchises.
The
Yeah.
one came from Cleveland. Like, yeah, I mean, so it's like, now that we know we can tie with you, now we just added pieces. So it's like I was saying, I feel like Cleveland's already looking past Pitt. I feel like I said, man, that Houston, to me, like I said, I love Deshaun Watson. Like that's just the way
Watson.
he plays is crazy.
They O-line
And not
still
to
trash.
mention
That's a
that their
fact.
defense keeps them in a lot of games. That's why I say Houston a lot, and people sleep on them a lot. But that defense it's like Baltimore. It's that defense, man. Like, defense wins championships. We just had a defensive Super Bowl. People hated it. Like, it was a defensive masterpiece. If you like football, like that's just like I said. Like, to me, man, I just feel like if that head coach can just say, you know what, Baker, how do you feel? Like, what do you like? And they just run with it. I feel like the sky is the ceiling in this, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The ceiling is the roof.
The ceiling
Yeah,
is
man,
definitely the
yo,
roof.
It's crazy.
That's a good one.
You know what I mean? I
The
just
goat.
thinking about it, man.
The goat.
Just thinking about it, man. It's just like,
Real quick, side. Do you think Jordan was drunk when he did that?
Yo, I don't know, man.
He had to be drunk or high or something. He was gone.
He better be drunk tonight, man, because my hashtag do basketball about to put the licking on them boys.
Hey.
Yo, if y'all lose to UNC a third time, man,
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I don't. I wouldn't doubt it.
Yo, Williamson got hurt the first time,
Oh.
right in the middle, right in the beginning of the game.
Yeah. All right.
We didn't have him the second game. Full strength this game. It's not happening.
All right. I hope, listen,
ACC tournament is ours.
For your psyche,
Number 1 seed is ours.
for your psyche and for the Duke player psyche,
going down.
I hope it doesn't happen.
It's going down.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
We get a number 1 seed, bro. It's
I'm
going
wearing
down.
blue, so I ain't gonna
All
comment.
right. Real quick,
I ain't gonna comment.
Antonio Brown getting traded to the Raiders for, what was it, a third and
fifth
round pick?
Fifth.
Thoughts on that?
I'm gonna let you go first on that one. That's.
I don't have anything new to say.
Well, hold on. Before that,
well,
We did that last
he
week.
was
I don't
he
got
was
nothing
a
new to
Buffalo
say.
Bill, allegedly
for 2 seconds.
for like 2 seconds. They was getting ready to hammer out the details, and again, social media went crazy. And then we live in Niagara Falls. We're right next to Buffalo, and we know a bunch of Bills fans. And I'm pretty sure y'all seen it on Facebook just like me.
went
Everybody
crazy.
going nuts.
Crazy.
Everybody going nuts. And then in typical Buffalo Bill fashion, heartbreak. They just took it. You thought you're getting Antonio Brown? Nope. Damn.
If that offensive tackle works out to be worth the money that he got, that team might be something. I don't know how he's going to do. They said he was mediocre before that season last year with New England when he had the breakout season.
Oh, Trent Brown?
Yeah.
Trent Brown trash.
And then he had a great year last year.
No, he didn't.
It's just a good system, though.
That's a great system. That's what it is.
Trent Brown he didn't have a great season last year. He really didn't. I looked at the PFF
How many
stats.
sacks did he give up?
I looked at the PFF stats. He was ranked like the 13th best offensive tackle, and now he's the highest paid.
I think it's.
I mean, the year before that, he was probably unranked. Like that's a great season.
No, I mean, okay, yeah. To that retrospect, you got a point, but yeah, like I say, that's the Patriots way.
Is he worth that money? I don't know, but we'll find out.
Tom Brady doesn't.
We'll find out. So I mean, as long as that pans out for them, they'll be okay.
How about Oakland though, man? Look, like they turned.
They really didn't make no moves
defensively.
They
turned Amari Cooper, Khalil Mack, and who else? For basically Antonio Brown and 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, they did cut Jordy Nelson. They signed the receiver
Tyrell Williams. That was a good pickup,
which was solid. That was
from San Diego.
That was a lot of money.
Or Los Angeles Chargers,
like 4-year, 44 or something. It's a lot of money, but
he's a solid number 2.
Hopefully he gets a chance to emerge over there because he kind of fell into the shuffle over there. The Chargers had a lot of pieces in wide receiver world, so it could work. It just depends on what happen. What's going to happen at A, the running back spot, and B, the whole defense. Because I'm not too sure what their defense is looking like right now.
I
don't even think they made any defensive moves. I think they tried to sign a linebacker, and then he went somewhere else. Like that, I think they tried to put in for Barr, but he didn't want to go there.
Back home. he didn't want to.
They put in for Barr. Barr committed to the Jets, but then before he was able to sign, he went back home.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they put in for somebody else, and he ended up.
So Oakland's moves, they got Antonio Brown. They traded for him. They signed Trent Brown. They got Jonathan Hackins.
What position is he?
They re-signed Hackins. They did get LaMarcus Joyner from the Rams, who's a Pro Bowl safety.
That's Pro Bowl
they
safety.
Gave him way too much money.
That was
way too much.
That was
money.
a systematic player last year.
He got like $13 or $14 million.
Yeah, he got overpaid for that.
4 years, $42 million.
He got overpaid.
They cut Jordy and then signed Tyrell Williams. So they upgraded their number 2 spot at the wide receiver. And they got they didn't resign the tight end yet. They said that.
Jared Cook's looking at the Saints right now.
Yeah, Cook's a beast.
Cook is definitely.
So I don't know. I mean, Gruden. Let's see what he do with these draft picks, and then I want to know who their quarterback going to be.
That's the question.
Derek Carr is not just solidified,
and it's not even that though.
2 years ago, he was an MVP candidate before he blew out that leg. Man,
with Gruden and Carr going into their turmoil, how can you go into the season saying, "Hey, they're eye to eye, their system is in place," and like to point on Ed, they didn't make any defensive moves. You still let go of one of the best pass rushers and did not rebound from that.
You let go of a generational talent.
Come on, man. And you had him forever.
But then what if they use that pick and maybe a second or maybe that pick in the third? Maybe they use that pick, the third and the fifth they got from Pittsburgh, move up to number 2 and get Nick Bosa. Then do they look stupid?
But how do you know? But here's this.
Bosa? Not really.
Yeah, because Bosa's not proven. Yeah, Bosa's not proven.
Okay, but think about the money about the money that Khalil Mack just got. They would have had to give him that. So if they give him that, they can't have Antonio Brown right now. If they give him that, they don't get Tyrell Williams right now.
They can still
honestly,
hold on.
I don't think that because here's this. I don't think you had to lock AB up to that big contract.
You had to.
Fast.
That was
I think more so. Like I said, and from watching what he wanted was guaranteed money. Once you flash that guaranteed money, you could have got him for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, he
saved on some of that.
He
money.
He wanted additional money in the contract for the trade. And when he got traded, that was one of the conditions of him getting traded.
Absolutely. And like I said, with the big turmoil, that was all for guaranteed money.
So Nick, so Ed, what we talking is hypotheticals. What ifs? Mm-hmm. We know what Khalil Mack is.
Absolute proven.
We know what he's a general. You don't get to Khalil Mack every year in the draft. Nick Bosa can be a beast. He might be. He might be his brother. He might be Joey Bosa, who's a fucking monster in Los Angeles.
Full facts. For 5 years for $38 million.
But we know what Khalil Mack is. Plus, this Oakland Raiders team last 3 years ago, they was 12-4.
Absolutely.
And they literally just tore down that.
So you would have been
team.
comfortable with them paying him $20-something million a year, quarterback money, more than the quarterback you have, and then having nothing, because then they wouldn't have been able to sign Amari Cooper, so he would have had to go. They wouldn't have no money to sign anything else on defense. They probably wouldn't even got that Joyner deal they got. They definitely wouldn't have got that offensive tackle money they got. Like, you got to think in the realms of like the money aspect. Like you're putting quarterback money into a defensive end.
You give your
That's
damn coach
hard.
$100 million.
That's hard.
I get why they did it. They wanted to. They felt like the team that they had.
Coach $100 million.
They felt like the team that they had wasn't going to compete with it for a championship.
It's only $10 million a year.
So I understand why they did it.
That's a lot of money for it.
Now you give them the first round picks, and you got to hit with these draft picks.
I feel like they
you got to hit with these draft picks.
You have to.
I feel like their process just needs to be trusted, and we got to see how this ends up working out after
John Gruden,
whatever day one is in what, June or something. I don't know, whenever it is.
I don't know if I trust John Gruden enough to do that, man. You look at John Gruden's track record. He's not a great coach at drafting and then developing players. Like, the teams that he went to was already established with veterans. Like, the team in Tampa Bay, Tony Dungy built that team up. Now, to his credit, he came in and was like that last piece of that puzzle to like put it all together for them. But that team was already established. The Oakland Raiders team, before he took over, that team was kind of already established.
Rich Gannon wasn't good, though.
And then you go, I mean, the system that he brought in helped. Don't get me wrong. He coaches veterans very well. That's John Gruden's thing. He likes veteran players over younger players.
Yeah.
So now you're giving a guy that doesn't develop talent that well, 3 first round picks, and now you're expecting him to go and draft his talent and then develop that talent over the next, whatever
and
years
he was
he
out
has.
the game for quite a while.
I gotta see it. That's the thing, man. I gotta see it.
That's why we just gotta wait and trust the process. I know damn well y'all didn't trust Sam Hinkie for them 5-6 years.
Nah. See, shout out to
Hinkie. Don't even
shout
lie to
out,
me right now in my face.
Shout out
you
to
bet
Hinkie.
not. You
Listen,
bet not.
listen.
Yeah, now y'all love that man.
Listen,
that he died for y'all.
Listen,
now y'all do.
Listen.
Just wait.
But do you think all those?
I didn't
picks,
know.
Like, they got a lot to fill.
Exactly.
Though.
You don't know.
They have a lot to fill.
Just watch.
Yeah, they do.
They have a lot
we
off
gotta
both
watch and
sides
see.
of the ball.
We gotta watch and see, because if that pans out where them not giving defensive end quarterback money ends up working out in their favor, that they were just able to do what they did.
But then they just go out and gave Antonio Brown a bunch of money.
Exactly.
And LaMarcus Joyner a bunch of money.
And that's money they would not have had if they gave it to Khalil Mack.
Okay, then, but does that really make that team that much better than if they had Khalil Mack?
Exactly. I don't think it makes them better.
A star wide receiver and Pro Bowl safety.
Okay,
but in that realm, though, their quarterback and their head coaches.
Amari Cooper was a very good wide receiver, and then you had an all-time defensive player in Khalil Mack.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
and they turn those into a upgrade at receiver, a downgrade on the defense, but 2 first-round picks.
That's fair. That's fair.
We gotta see what they have. We gotta see what it turns into.
We'll see what happens with them.
That's not gonna be a question we can answer for another 2-3 years.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about some other moves that was made. Shit, I kind of lost my train of thought there. Oh, go ahead.
Go back to the Giants.
Oh yeah, damn the Giants,
man.
Yeah, what's up with the New York Giants, man?
Terrible.
Because that Golden Tate contract is buns.
Terrible.
Buns.
Then they sticking with Eli. Are you serious?
Oh no, Eli on the way.
Come on, man.
Eli on the way.
On the way out the door.
You want
a wheelchair?
You want to know where he might go?
Come on, man. The trash can.
Miami.
He ain't got no choice.
I'm seeing it.
They got to bring some type of veteran in.
I'm calling it right now. They're either going to get Eli Manning or Colin Kaepernick to be the starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins.
The Giants,
they not letting Cap back.
So the Giants,
sources are Cap is interested in Miami.
The Giants let go of Collins, so Collins goes and signs a crazy contract with the Redskins. By the way, I want to go on a little tangent.
6 year, 80-something mil.
Come on, speak on that, please.
So real quick, the Washington Redskins, they just one of those fucking ridiculous ass teams. every fucking free agency, they just go and just give one player some crazy amount of money. And it just seems like they just want to break records. Yeah, I remember a few years ago,